All right. What's up, everyone? We can see charts, right? Someone got to let me know. Atlas, let me know. Good morning, Atlas. You guys can see my charts, right? We're good. Just want to make sure we're running clear. You guys can hear me. Again, we're going to run it up for London. Yesterday, we called a beautiful trade. Sadly, did not go live in here, but was live on YouTube. So that was very nice. And we'll see. We'll see how things go. Let me make sure the right mic's on. All right. We're good. We're good. So again, feel free to ask questions if you guys are in the Discord as well as the YouTube live stream. Cartoony, what's up? I'll have to see you hold your phone like a kid again. Cartoony, calm down. Calm down. There, we got both chats up. So it's kind of going to a little bit of a breakdown. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new, I'm a breakout trader, I'd say, but there's a little bit of a twist. So what I mean by that is I look for certain areas of liquidity to target as well as just overall price action, right? So in this case, you can see that Tokyo highs are still here, unmanipulated or untapped or unswept, whatever you want to say. So again, if price were to open pretty bullish at open with some volume, I can infer that price should come up and take that liquidity. And again, that's all we're looking for, that quick move. In some cases, we can and will hold longer. Is there no sound? Can you guys not hear me? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Jocko. Now, I know you guys can hear me on YouTube, but I'm making sure they can hear me in the Discord. Jocko, can you hear me in the Discord? You want to do me a favor and check? All good? All good in the Discord, Jocko? Okay. Just want to make sure. Give me one more confirmation, Jocko. Literally, I want you to tell me, Jocko, in your own words, I can hear you in the Discord. I'm assuming we can, but no, you can't. Wow, what the fuck? That's not good. Why can't you guys hear me? Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Wonder why you guys can't hear me. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Oh no. That's not good. Why do I not have permission? There, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. 1 2 1 2. We better? Yes, fire. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Let's run it. Can you guys see my screen now? Perfect. All right, guys, technical difficulties fixed. Let's run it now. Let's run it. So on YouTube, fine. Okay, we're good now. We're solid. So let's run over the quick breakdown. Again, you guys probably heard me say I'm a breakout trader, but when it comes to stuff like this, I am looking for main areas of liquidity to target. And in this case, we do have Tokyo highs sitting here. Does my sound go away when I share my screen? I know what's the problem. I don't know what the problem is, actually. I'm good. Am I muted for you? All right, as long as you guys can hear me. If you can't hear me, disconnect and come back. All right, as long as you guys say I'm good. Disconnect, come back. Perfect. But again, so when it comes to London Open here in 10 minutes, if price does open pretty bullish, I'm going to shoot. Again, I'm looking for a quick 1-to-1. In some cases, I will hold. In some cases, I will hold longer, but in this case, I don't think we will. And one thing that we do, what that I am seeing on the daily, is we just swept yesterday's lows, which is nice for possibly seeing price come up and take yesterday's highs. Again, it doesn't have to, but we'll see. And again, I don't like seeing price break pre-London open. If that happens, again, I just simply won't enter. In some cases I have when it comes to seconds before, but I'd like to see price just kind of range throughout here. London opens comes, and again, we're shooting to take out this liquidity. When it comes to UK 100, again, same bias, but in this case, I think price could end up taking out Tokyo highs beforehand, and I'll just sit on my hands. But that actually could affect our entry on DAX. Again, if price starts selling, we could see a possible similar reaction, right? Could see a similar reaction. What's up, Ahmad? How you doing? Fabian, what's up? Fabian, you can hear me now, right? Edgar, what's up? Nico, Junior. What's up, everyone? Yeah, we're good. Fire. So let's run it, guys. Again, we'll sit on our hands for 9 minutes, and then again, a lot can happen in 9 minutes. If price just starts flying, we'll sit on our hands. But if you guys want to see the trade I called yesterday, was it UK 100? It was, yeah. So this was a trade I called yesterday. I sat on my hands on this one. My broker was closed on indices until or after 12 o'clock because of the bank holiday. But when's I meet here in SD? Hopefully soon. But again, I expected buys. Again, just simple analysis. Price took lows. Price is going to take highs, right? And when I say that, it's not that simple, but these are just two areas of liquidity where, again, you see price, or you tend to see price manipulate both sides of those. So when you see that bullish reaction, or you're coming and seeing, or coming into London open, you can expect price to possibly sweep that, right? So this was yesterday's trade. Let's see if we can get a good trade today. Again, UK 100 kind of out of the picture. I don't think sells are really the best right now. Again, that does not mean price can't sell. We could come up, take liquidity, and just dump. That could be a possibility. Could just fly. Again, I'm thinking DAX is going to have a bullish reaction. Really comes down to London open. We could get faked out. It could fill this imbalance and fall down, but we may be at break even at this point, right? Could be a possibility, right? Just to be played a little bit safe, and that could cause for us to have a break even trade, but that could also save us from an unnecessary loss, truly. So we'll see, especially being that if we're playing like this range here, if we're playing this hourly range, if price were to pull back, or like facilitate a pullback, all it has to do is come into equilibrium. It can come deeper, and it may, but it could just come into equilibrium and then continue its overall bearish internal move. But if you look at the higher time frames, we are overall bullish, but that doesn't mean price isn't done with its overall internal bearish range. Again, we can look at the lower time frames, and you can just see that price, or it's actually pretty bullish right now, but we had previously broke down here. So again, that could be a cause for price continuing to sell down. We'll see though. We'll see. Discord, you guys good? You guys can hear me? Just want to make sure. Again, sorry you guys can't see my face cam, but it's all right. Both looking good for longs. Yeah, even UK 100. Again, if you want to shoot longs here, by all means go for it. Definitely, it's looking bullish. We've taken lows. We can run higher, and we might. So my biggest thing is taking liquidity and dumping back off. But we've seen it happen multiple times where price just runs. So we'll see what happens. I like DAX a little bit more. I think I'll enter here if price does give me entry. Rod, you don't have to look for a re-entry. Some people do, some people don't. I personally don't. So when it comes to like my live streams, I say, if you're coming here to trade with me, great. But I want you to have your own plan, your own system. And I want you to use me as just like a second set of eyes, a second analysis. And I like to tell my stream is like, if we have the same setup, perfect. Majority of the time, we're going to make money together. Again, we have a really good win rate. We're going to shoot together. But if we have a different bias, again, by all means, I'm not always right. So don't necessarily follow my bias, right? If your bias is calling for something else. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm an aggressive trader. I'll just get in at the break. Some people wait for the retest. I don't. I find it, again, it's been working for us for the last 3 months. So very well. But again, that wasn't even just for you, Rod. That was just for everyone that's in this AMA or in this live call on the Discord. Again, come in here with your own system, trade with me. Even if you're trade New York and you just kind of want to watch, just again, I could say something that you could use in your trading too. Again, this is simple. This is simple to me. This truly is. This is simple to me. It's just a simple breakout. We're waiting for confirmation at the breakout or at the open of London, maybe even a couple minutes after, depending on when price breaks. But ultimately, when we see that volume push in that direction with the general bias, that price should come into this area of liquidity. Price more likely than not does. Right, so that's why I feel comfortable entering aggressive, because I know price should at least push for that 101. And again, I manage it accordingly. Like I said, at this point, I'd probably be at break even, being that that's the equilibrium of the overall higher time frame leg, as well as we're filling in an hourly gap that we could see a reaction off of to then send price back down. So, but again, I'm fine being out on break even. It's better than a loss, and ultimately price could just run, and that's what I'm hoping for. And again, I'm not just hoping and praying. I'm not gambling, right? Probably the wrong word to use, but do it bring high volume also? What do you mean high volume? Like London Open, there's a lot of volume, so that's why I like to wait for London Open. Again, like I do see trades win, even like if they take off before London Open, especially if you have a strong bias. But I generally like to wait for London Open, because once price chooses a direction, it tends to choose a direction at least until it takes a very strong area of liquidity, which is a daily high or low, a previous session high or low, a weekly high or low, something along those lines, right? Or it's facilitating a pullback, which means coming and filling in some sort of inefficient price. UK 100's looking pretty good too. I'm going to be ready. I'm comfortable with my stops here. Ultimately, you can have them down here, but we'll see what happens. It'd be nice to see price come down, take this low, and then come back up. That would honestly be even nicer, I'd say. Look, you gotta pee. Give me 1 second, chat. All right, so I am looking to enter, right? And my style training is, okay, you guys know where I'm going to enter. If price breaks at London Open, I'm going to shoot, right? I'm fine with that. It's my setup. And ultimately, I tell you guys all the time, even if we lose, it's our setup. We'd be more mad if we didn't take our setup and it won, rather than if it just lost, right? On a 25K funded, 1%, which would be like 250, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, see what happens, guys. If we get that push at London, I'm entering. We'll see. Again, price doesn't have to do that. Price could have a different objective right off the rip, and we could see price sell off. Do we have news? No. Okay. Little down wick. There's nothing wrong with that. As soon as it crosses, I'm in. Not in yet. As soon as it breaks that high, I'm in. UK 100. Oh my gosh. If you guys got a UK 100, congrats. I'm now in DAX. We're in DAX. I'm going to be at break even soon. We may just let it run, but we'll see. I'm not at break even yet. Not at break even yet. UK 100s. Wow, what a runner. What an absolute fucking runner. Guys, I want to move to break even. Honestly, we filled this gap. We're about to, at least. I think price could end up. I'm out at break even, guys. I'm out. We hit our point. Again, price could run. I'm fine with that. Ultimately, you guys can hold. I think price could end up coming up, but again, I have to follow my rules. We filled this gap, and I don't like that. Especially UK 100 had such a massive reaction. Again, especially with us taking this high, we could now see an opposite reaction where price just ends up selling off. Again, it doesn't have to happen. DAX can, by all means, still take off, and I hope it does, because if you guys stayed in, perfect. Again, I closed a little bit in profit, but I'm out at break even. Again, we hit that point. We can definitely react off of that and go lower. Again, if you guys want the bias behind it, once again, just if we look at the higher time frame, if we were just to play this pullback, again, we could be coming into this equilibrium, react off that and come lower, as well as having this gap here on the hourly where price could just come in here, react off of it and come lower. So I'm very comfortable getting out of break even here. Again, look at the reaction we're getting. That doesn't mean price is going to naturally sell off, but I just think it could, right? So again, I'm in, I'm out. I'm not mad. Ultimately, I wish we would have caught a win. UK 100 traded the day, but there was really no setup. Again, we're playing way too close to Tokyo highs where it's not worth it to me. And yes, I said that price can and has done this before where we've just ran. And again, it goes to show, right? Price just ran. But price doesn't always have to do this. Price could have just came up, taken these highs and ran lower. That could have been a possibility. And again, if I would have taken the trade knowing that, and if we would have taken a loss, that would have been a way shittier feeling than just, again, sitting on it, getting data behind it. Again, I'm big on data. If you're in the AMA or in the Discord, super big on data, guys, super big on data. So even this trade here, no matter what happens, it's going to be data. If price ends up doing what I say it was going to do and comes down, okay, what's my data going to say? My data is going to say I was right in moving to break even at that point because I know how price moves, and I know that we definitely could have gotten a reaction off of that hourly POI. Therefore, I need to manage my trade accordingly, right? Even if that means I get out at break even and I miss out on a win, because again, price could end up coming up and winning, but that's when my data changes. Now my data is, okay, I got out at break even, I followed my rules, I managed it accordingly, but price did end up winning, right? And then that's where I can go back into data, and then I can see, do I continue to go to break even? Do I not? Pros and cons. Again, that's where data is so important, and that's where I'm going to preach it a lot, especially if you're in the Discord and you're kind of new to hearing me and seeing me. I'm going to preach data and just give you examples of data that I'm even putting into my own journal, even at the point that I'm at, because data is key, right? Markets are always subject to change. You never know when something's going to be different that month, that quarter, right? So, but then having that data, being able to make that changes based off of data, because you don't want to just make a change off of one trade. Like, I'm just not going to jump and make a decision off this one trade. Like, if price does end up coming up and winning, right, I'm not just going to be like, okay, I'm not going to break even anymore. That's stupid. No, if I have the data backing up, meaning if I have weeks and weeks and weeks of data telling me, okay, it's worth making the switch, then I'll make the switch, right? But in this case, price is doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. It's reacting off the hourly gap, and that's why I was quick to move to break even. Right, I didn't want to just wait and just hope for the best, because that's gambling at the end of the day. You have to play what the markets gave you, and I told you guys off the jump, this was our break-even point. Okay, fill that gap. Price definitely has a reaction off of it, and it could just be reacting momentarily to come back up. That could be the case. But again, if you're new to the streams too, you also should know that UK 100 does tend to manipulate DAX a lot. And what I mean by that is when UK 100 has way bigger of a move than DAX and takes a strong liquidity point, sometimes price will then start retracing on UK 100, causing DAX to then again follow the same direction. And in this case, UK 100 is still moving up, but that was just a quick little side note. Next, what if I bought you tickets to go see FX LSG? Bro, buy me tickets. What the fuck? I'll go see, bro. Did anyone enter DAX buys? I hope you guys got out of break even. Again, this is why I say, but If you have your own plan, by all means, that's fine. You would still be in the trade. Again, original stops were here. So maybe some of you down here. But ultimately, I think it is valid to take a break even on this trade. Why? Because again, that gap is very, very big. Hit break even, Ahmad. Okay, I'm glad you got out break even. I'm glad. Again, we shot, that's fine. We were hoping for just a massive push in volume to where we were in and out at that 101 at Tokyo highs. And again, I think price could end up coming into Tokyo highs as London progresses throughout the night. But we'll see. We'll see. Did anyone in the Discord take it? Tell me. Again, beautiful entry, beautiful setup, but can't win them all. But thankfully, out of break even, I took the TP at gap. Okay, fire. Again, I could have taken TP there too. I could have. Give me a second. I could have, but no. It's comfortable moving to break even. You came 100 Rand, guys. Wow, what a move. But ultimately, again, I didn't really see an entry here, so couldn't act on it. Got out of break even. Okay, fire, Devin. I'm glad you got out of break even. Again, price could flip, come back up here. It definitely can, by all means. Again, price still has that liquidity sitting up here. We've already technically facilitated the pullback. We've come into equilibrium. We can technically run off from here and just continue this overall bearish internal structure, right? That could be the case. And again, it might be. It's looking like it right now, but we'll see what happens throughout London. And then again, coming into tomorrow, we'll be back. Again, if you guys this is the first day going live for me in here in the Discord. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back all week. Started the week great, caught a win. Again, this one, can't be mad, break even. I call those wins. Ultimately, we didn't take a loss, but only plan on winning. And again, this is just super simple, repeatable. Again, just off this one little stream, you guys should just understand the basic concepts and the idea behind my trading. It's super simple. It's just understanding liquidity concepts, price action, and using, again, just the volume at London Open to confirm your entries. Just got a DAX of profits, but without a loss too. Okay, fire. Without profits, but without a loss too. So break even, Justin. That's what I'm hearing. Again, now we're seeing that UK 100 pull back, and that's expected. Again, we created a massive gap at the open. We can't expect price to come down. May not fill all of it, but it tends to. And again, we could see DAX kind of fall along with it. We still have a gap. Oh fuck, sorry, I hit the mic. We still have a gap sitting down here. Price could come down into here. Again, at this point, I'm not taking any more trades. If you guys don't know, I'm more just like a one and done. At this point, there's really no more entries. Like, yes, if price came back up, you could re-enter, but at that point, you're playing a little bit risky. The move already happened in my eyes, especially on UK 100. You could try to catch like a pullback on like the minute. Again, price is subject to pullback. You guys know how price moves. It moves in waves, so you could look to catch something throughout here. But again, that just depends. Price doesn't necessarily have to fill this entire gap. It could just come down halfway into the equilibrium and then shoot. So, but again, that's where higher time frames comes in. But usually streams are longer for in a trade, but sometimes like I'm pretty sure like 2 weeks ago we had a trade. I think we're in and out in 10 seconds. We're in, and within 9 seconds it hit TP and I was out. I was like, nice. But that's not all the time. We've sat in trades for 2 hours on stream. That wasn't nice. But again, yes, they're still early. Still early, yes. But again, if you guys want to stick around, look to catch a trade. Again, I really got nothing more. I mean, we can go over Forex real quick. If you guys don't know, I also trade Forex as well. But it's more intraday swing trading. And right now I am looking at a setup. It is kind of pushing away more than what I wanted it to, but ultimately I may still take this GA setup. Again, if we look at the higher time frames, we are possibly looking to facilitate a deeper pullback. Again, we have already come into equilibrium, so we could just end up selling off, but we're still within this bullish internal range. Not only that, we still have a lot of imbalance that I can kind of assume that price should come into it, especially if we're going to continue our overall bullish structure, right? So with price continue to just kind of react bullish, if I were to get a reaction off of this area, I would definitely enter into buys targeting highs. Again, I wouldn't really play it too for much further if unless I could manage stops accordingly, but I would just kind of be in and out 1 and 2. And again, I play massive stops just because we're playing this entire range here. Again, you guys got to remember, like, and this comes off of my own personal data. I was getting wicked out a lot like a year ago, 2 years ago, and I realized, okay, yes, this is a valid area of demand, but price isn't necessarily playing off of just this area. Price is playing within this entire leg, right? So therefore, once I started, like, again, I kid you not, once I started moving my stops on there, totally different. Totally different. Started getting funded, payouts, and again, it was just off that simple switch as I saw off data. And again, it was just understanding that, yes, I can enter off these supply and demand points, but price is ultimately playing within this leg, and it can, again, ultimately it can disrespect this and still stay valid because, again, it's playing within this leg. You got to understand price action at the end of the day, right? This is just an area for me to enter in off of, right? And more likely than not, like, there has been setups like last week. Let's go into last week. I caught these sells. And again, price had a perfect reaction, but still my stops are up here because you never know. But again, price didn't come up here, sadly. Missed me. Sucks. Sucks. But I'm glad you guys are up. I know there's only 15 of you, but you guys are 15 strong. Again, it is late. I know the East Coasters, it's like 3 in the morning for you guys right now. Honestly, you guys are troopers, but I am West Coast. Soon I will be in Hawaii, so it'll be even earlier for me. So we'll run it up, guys. I think I'm gonna end it there. Again, super short, in and out. Again, if you guys just joined, did get out at break even, had a nice little setup, and again, price did end up running those stops, guys. So ultimately, hopefully you guys did get out at break even with me. Again, there was a super good bias behind it. We explained it. Again, if you guys are in my Discord, again, I'll send my Discord right now. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect me. If you guys are in my Discord, every trade I take, I do post a trade breakdown. So if you guys want to go and watch that trade breakdown later, I'll send you guys my Discord. It's totally free. You can just join up, and then you guys can come in there, watch it, and then get another idea of why I took it, why I went to break even, this and that. So with that being said, again, you guys are all awesome. Chat in on YouTube, you guys are awesome. Over on Discord, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Join up every single night. And my biggest thing is, before you guys all leave, a consistency. Be consistent, especially if you're taking the same trades as me. Be consistent, because again, yes, we take losses. It's trading. It happens. But you missed a day that we catch a win, 2 wins, or you missed the 2 days where we just back to back wins, and then you come back because you see we're on a win streak, and then we happen to take that loss. Again, that's your fault. Why? Because you weren't consistent. So if you want the same results as me, and ultimately you can ask anyone in my YouTube live, we've been killing it. Again, guys, passing funded accounts, running it up. So be back every single day. Chris, I see you typing. What's up, bro? The IG story's about to go crazy. This guy. Calm down. What's going on, Chris? Chris about to end it. Just got out of break even. Quick little in and out trade, man. Bro, you so low when we win, like, no tomorrow. Nah, a lot of them are in Discord right now, cartoony. But yeah, they are lower. Again, and this is what I say, guys. Yes, people come in here just for signals, and that's fine. Come in here, but come in here to learn. Again, I'm really dropping sauce like every single day for free, like stuff that people learn in my mentorship. Again, I'm just preaching it every single day on live for the 30-45 minutes that I'm on here. So that being said, I'm out of here. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's win. Again, today wasn't a loss. I count it as a win. If you guys, I did take out a little bit of profits, technically break even, but let's run it up tomorrow. Again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Later. I'm out of here, chat. We out of here, chat. Cartoony. Now that I ended the fucking Discord call, I can talk so much shit on you. Nah, just kidding. Nah, low-key, I was talking less shit because I had to be a professional, you know what I'm saying? But with YouTube, I could give one less. No, I'm kidding. With that being said, you guys are awesome. I'm out of here.